Yo, I watched my last gameplay. I posted in my league. I got my ass kicked. I seen what the fuck was going on. For one, I need a new controller for offense, but two, I'm setting my adjustments wrong. I got my safeties doing some shit. I'm leaving niggas watch. I'm watching the shit just at work, just shaking my head, just rewinding it back, like just look at this safety. He ain't even going where he's supposed to go. My players glitching out and doing all because I got all these weird adjustments and shit. Ooh, I got some for their ass. What they do? Excuse me. Oh no, we ain't letting you all black then. You wanna act like that, nigga. G-Way, what it do, nigga? Man, I went to go get me a new controller today. I was so crunk. I thought I was gonna come turn up on the picks tonight, man. All the times I'd have been in Best Buy, they had them hoes. Every time I went in the other day, they out. Number fives.
It's the National Football League presented
I'm
by
so
EA
sick.
Sports.
Girl, a new controller
Today,
right now
we've
on the
got a good
Apex.
NFC matchup on
Oh
tap
my God.
between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh, I'm talking about brand spanking new out the box. Them first 25 games, I'm going dumb.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out 2-25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, back to Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 19-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hurts. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. The try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Fuck, here come my girlfriend. Gonna distract me.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Steps away. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sanders. Man open is Robinson.
Man scored with the finish special. Come on,
Philadelphia. Allen Robinson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here, because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it, And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And
that's just not fair, and now room to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill him for a loss.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left.
What
Toward
the
the
fuck are y'all
sideline. Did
doing,
he keep the
bro?
feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
But 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And Davis content just to bring this out to...
Oh, man. I just had the interception. This nigga scored before half. Beautiful defense, baited him. This man took the ball from me. Like, I felt it in the controller, like, the man, like, snatched the ball out of my hand from the controller, like, he took the controller out of my hand, type shit. I'm down 7. Get the ball at half, down 21-14.
Yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
I know, easy.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
That shit fire. That shit crunked me up on the Apex. That's what made me a better Apex player. I ain't gonna lie. Because there be them close quarter fights. Yeah. Last
Cousins
Christmas,
on
I
1st
really
down.
just like crunk up on that shit.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's brought down. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action. Cousins. He completes it to Ridley. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. On 2nd down now, Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A 3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 107 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left.
Fuck, man.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On first down, Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts.
Look at
Toward
this
the
shit.
center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Flushed out right. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll set up a throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Cousins' throw taken in by Ridley here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrad Davis. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. On 1st down, Sanders. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this time he'll look to throw.
Y'all tip the ball? Really? Really?
That's a nice job there because you got to
tip
play
the ball,
man
bro.
when in coverage.
Come on,
That'll keep
y'all.
you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able
Got
to
the
knock
pick,
that one
bro.
away.
Whatever, bro. What the fuck, bro? I done committed run. He done tried to scramble. Them my niggas on his ass. He throwing a pass, bro. I got him.
The
Dead
Rams
in
going to
the
be
water.
forced to use their third and final
The
timeout.
man swat the ball
as they'll
down,
head to
bro.
the
He throw it
sideline and
straight
talk
to the
over what to
dude,
do
bro.
next.
But the 3 picks I throw, I swear, every last one of them, bro. I swear, every last one of them. My man tipped the ball. His man tipped the ball, then another man come in. All 3 interceptions, bro. I ain't whining damn time. They were bad
And here's
throws,
a big one now.
but still,
Trying to
my
hold
man
this
touched the
lead.
ball
They're going to
first.
go for it here on fourth down.
Like, niggas weird. Shit's weird.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
stopped him.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did.
Man, I
He
got
needed a yard.
a
He
minute
didn't get anything.
left, no
And
time
the
out,
Rams
so.
are going to take possession of the turnover on
win
down.
this game.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge
Look
factor
at
right
this shit.
now, is it?
It's really not,
Huh?
because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense,
I
to
can't
go
hear you.
through play sequences. And this is what they work on every
Yeah.
week in practice, usually on a Friday.
it's on.
They go over this type of a
ain't
situation,
whining.
late game situation.
Yeah.
What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gun.
Here's Cousins. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll go out near midfield.
Man, I just got a major
at the
first down,
49.
but y'all have no idea.
And here we are in the fourth quarter,
I believe
partner.
there
We watch
was.
them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Cousins. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Cousins.
Look at this shit. He got another tip interception, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Hell no, man. Fuck this. Oh, man. I drove all the way down there, bro. I'm about to
at
go
this
score.
stage of the game
Look at
to
this
come
shit.
up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense
at
trying to get
this
it done. In this case,
bro.
nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells
Yeah, I'm finna load up.
you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football. All big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.
Soon as I get to this screen right here, I'm loading. Alright, I'm about to load.